the length of a rectangle is 4 inches longer than its width. The diagonal, what is the diagonal? We have a rectangle right here. We have a rectangle. And then the diagonal is you have to draw a blue line across the rectangle from one corner to another corner. So this blue line is the diagonal of the rectangle. The diagonal is 8 inches longer than the width. Find the width, the length, and the diagonal measures of the rectangle. Okay, so since the diagonal is 8 inches longer than the width, let me define some variable. So for the width, I am going to let that be an x. The diagonal is 8 inches longer than the width. So that means we will take the width and then plus 8, that equals to the diagonal. And then how about the length? The length is 4 inches longer than the width. So this is the width, and then you add 4 inches to it. So that's it. So now this is a rectangle, right? So meaning that we have a right angle, 90 degree right there. And then do you see that this is actually a triangle? You see that? We just cut this rectangle into half diagonally. Then we get a right triangle. So that means this is, we have the length, this is my leg, this is my another leg, and then we have the diagonal, x plus 8. So that means we can recall the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. Pythagorean theorem. All right, so we square the length plus the square of the width equals to the square of the diagonal. So the length square plus the width square equals to the diagonal square. All right, let's do it. So the length square, that would be x plus 4 square. The width square, that will be x square. And then the diagonal, let me follow the blue. So that will be x plus 8 and then square. All right, so this, the other side would be x plus 8 times itself. And then this is x squared, and then the x plus 4 times x plus 4. So you have to fully expand the two factors. The blue side, x times x, you have x squared. X times 8 plus 8x. 8 times x, that is 8x. 8 times 8 is 64. All right, we have x squared plus 16x plus 64. Okay, this is the other side, the diagonal. And then what about the red side? X times x equals to x squared. X times 4, 4 times x. So that will be a 4x plus 4x. 4 times 4 equals to 16. And then you pull the x squared down. And then we clean up as much as we can. So we have x squared plus x squared. That is equals to 2x squared, 4x plus 4x, 8x, and then 16. All right. Oh, you know what? We need to line this up, right? So we're going to bring this over. And then we can move this around a little bit. Okay. Okay, what is the next step? I would like to keep the leading coefficient, the x squared, positive. Because I have to factor this. If that is negative, we have a big problem. So what I would like to do is, I would like to subtract the x squared to the other side. I will just do a 2x squared minus x squared. Okay, so that becomes x squared. And then I would do a ax subtract 16. A minus 16 is equals to negative 8. So that would be a minus ax. And then how about 16 minus 64? You know what? This one, let's just do another line. Minus 64 equals to 0. So I have x squared minus 18x. 16 minus 64 is minus 48 equals to 0. So the leading coefficient is 1. And then I always use the diamond method to factor. You are welcome to use any factoring technique you like. I will take the 1 times negative 48. That goes to the top. And then the coefficient of x goes to the bottom. That one, how do I get an 18 there? So it's a 8 minus 16. It's supposed to be a negative 8, right? Maybe you got this right. I got that wrong. Negative 8. And then you have to give me two numbers. The product is the negative 48. The sum is negative 8. So that one is easy. So you have to do a 4 minus 12 Okay, so that is x plus 4 times x minus 12 equals to 0. So we are solving for using the zero product property. Let me give you the name, zero product property. Okay, so that will be x plus 4 equals to 0, x minus 12 equals to 0. So x is equals to 12, and then the other one is x equals to 4. Can length be negative? No, right? So length cannot be negative. So that means we are taking the 12 as the final answer. So this 12 is in inches. So that means the width is equals to 12 inches. You can use IN for inches. What about the diagonal? So the diagonal in blue, that is equals to x plus 8. 12 plus 8 is equals to 20 inches. And then what about the length, the other length, the length? X plus 4, okay, so that will be the length. We have x plus 4, 12 plus 4 is equals to 16 inches. So that is the measure of the length, width, and diagonal. And then I want to say one more thing. So since this side is since the width is 12, right? So this is a 12, that means this is a 12. Okay, they are the same. And then the length is 16, so this is 16, that means this side has to be a 16. All right, so that is the end of this problem. If you like the way I explain Pythagorean theorem, rectangle, diagonal, factor, so on and so forth, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more contents like that. I will meet you all in the next video. Signing out.